But out in Oakland, everybody knew where Tupac lived. I had motherfuckers coming to my door. Do. Tupac here. I lived on the strip. You know what I'm saying? MacArthur, Lake Mary, where everything happened. I lived there, nigga. I used to come out to LA and do shows and niggas breaking in my house stealing my AK.
He had hella parties at his.
Alright, I'm in Oakland right now on West Mac, and give me a second here. Alright, we're getting off here at MacArthur. So this is where Tupac lived in Oakland, and it's 275, which is that one right there, and it was apartment H. I don't know which one that is off the top of my head for right now. But you can see this is MacArthur. That's 275 right there. So I'll just give you guys a look at the building real quick. And the street, like up the street, you know, for anyone who's interested in Tupac. Maybe I could figure out which one of those he was in. But I know it was H. I mean, someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I'll just show y'all around a little bit. So the freeway is right there, that's 580. That's Lake Merritt down there. And that's 275 right here. Probably go around real quick. For the YouTube, for the Pac YouTube, they're like, what is this motherfucker? So, I'm not quite sure, but you guys can check it out. Maybe I'll go walk. So I'm back. I'm about to go check it out. Corolla Mob. right. So I did that right there. I had to be quiet though. I wasn't trying to have anyone come out and see someone filming. The last thing you probably think is that you live in Tupac's old apartment. And that's what I'm filming. So I had to keep it quiet. But hopefully I got some good footage out there. That was it. I was on the back of H and I was on the front. I didn't even think I was gonna get it like that. So that's it. That's as good as I could do. I could probably do better now. If I keep coming around here, people are gonna think I live here or something. But I would have just explained if someone came out. That's crazy. If they didn't change the numbers around, that was H right there. Cause yeah, when I was looking at my video from yesterday, I was like, man, that's only like 6 apartments, maybe right there. And it was saying ABC, and I was like, you know, that's not enough to even get there. That meant H was in the back. And so H was in the back. So there it is for all the Tupac fans. I might cut back to the other video of me going around the neighborhood. I might go around the neighborhood a little bit more. We'll see what's up. But if it goes between days, you know, don't trip. I just got a different hat on. But all right, y'all, peace. I'll keep it rolling just so you guys can get some scenery. I mean, I seen where he lived in Baltimore. Someone was showing it. And I wanted to come by here and do this for years. You know how it is when you live somewhere. You barely ever go by. And then every time I would come by, it'd be raining. So let's just ride down the street just so you can see the area a little bit. It might not be the best video you've ever seen, but I'll try to give you guys something. So, you know, you have to walk, you gotta walk a ways down before you get to Lake Merritt. But definitely, it's only probably take you about 10 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. You could run down here real fast. This is like an overpass right there. I should go walk up that. But yeah, here's Lake Merritt down here. And this would be like, this ain't really no side of Oakland right here. This is just the lake. It's in the middle of Oakland. So it's 580 right there. And we're on MacArthur right now. This is that's the first block of MacArthur that we were on. Someone always crossing against the light. But yeah, here's the lake right here. There's a cop right there. You're not really supposed to be filming and driving, or on your phone and driving, but whatever. You know how we're in Oakland, California. I didn't even get to see if that was an OPD or not, but it doesn't really matter. It's for Pac. This is for Pac right here. So that's a lake right there. I'm not gonna drive around the whole lake. This is Pac related, so we're gonna keep it back on the, we'll go back into the neighborhood right here. But yeah, I might be able to identify which one of those buildings, which one of those apartments was H, but even when I walked around the side right there, I didn't think it was gonna be configured like that. I thought it was gonna be, free stuff. But yeah, okay, we're getting off track here. But for you guys who want to see this neighborhood, you can just keep watching the video. I'm gonna go back up the street so you guys can see. So he was probably on the move a lot. Like, I mean, I think this was like his only spot out here. In Oakland. But he might not have always been at this spot. I mean, he might not always been here. You know, he was filming, he was traveling, and he was doing a lot of stuff. So if anyone out there knows Pac or knew Pac, you know, you could chime in on this. I was just a kid when he was out here. So I'm from '83, and he was out here in like 90, 91, 92, maybe 93. I'm not sure like exactly, but around that time frame. If I got something wrong, let me know, you know, I'll take it down or something. But I found old things with his address on them, like check stubs and stuff. I can put that in this video as well. And they're all 275 MacArthur, apartment H. So yeah, this is us pulling up to it right now. So I can keep taping. But yeah, that was it right there. Hopefully that every little piece of the Pac puzzle, you know, every little piece helps. I'm gonna pull over just so I could get the street sign so you guys can see. It's different now. It's got the tree on it now. But I got the old one. Yeah, I'm an ultimate Pac fan. And you can also like walk over here. No one cares about my car. I could just leave that shit running. Even in Oakland. Oh, that'd be cool to investigate some of this. Heck yeah. I don't know. I like investigating stuff like this. But I might have to turn my car off. Watch me hit the corner and it'd be gone. That would be a video for YouTube. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go park it and then I'll walk around a little bit, just because if you're not from Oakland, or I don't know, this is where Pac was all around these parts. When he lived here, you can just imagine people were pulling up out here and parking. He was probably come out and smoking weed with them and drinking. They were probably out here just rapping and kicking it and doing all types of shit, ordering hella pizzas and shit. Who knows, you know? I heard this spot was cracking though. I mean, that's what everyone that I've heard speak about it says. And he even says it in one interview. He says, like, they asked him where he stayed, and he said Oakland. He said by the lake, Lake Merritt, MacArthur. So this is what he was talking about right here. So and yeah, I'm a big Pac fan, for real. Well, I'm not even gonna get into that, but I'm a Pac fan for real. So I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while. Put my backpack down here, even though it ain't got nothing in it. And let's just go walk around a little bit. Cause it's even me myself, you know. I'm from here, but how many times have I really walked around here and just analyzed like the area Pac was living in, what he was seeing, and all that. Right up in here, down to the freeway. I think I'm gonna have to. Just a little bit. Yeah. There's probably a lot going on back here. You can really keep it moving back here. You know, when you start walking around, you'll find all types of stuff, but they got little cuts like this, straight through the fence, old speakers, old bottles. Man, I bet you Pac went through some of them holes, probably through some. All right, my bad, you guys. My camera, my storage was full, so I had to erase some of the videos I had. But yeah, I'll just walk a little bit over the freeway right quick and just walk around this area so you guys get some different views. Like now, if it was me, if I was Tupac at his age, I would have for sure been on this bridge for some reason, like smoking or drinking. Looks like they put some type of design out there on the roadway. I guess they knew that I was coming for this video. You feel me? We'll get the tags. If we see any good tags or bad tags, it don't even matter. And fools be jumping on this shit right here. Doing all types of graffiti on the other side. I don't even want to put my phone over there. That's crazy. So yeah, over there. Over there is where Pac's live. Just in case you guys got a little backwards or something, I'm gonna just go back over here. I mean, there's another hole in the fence, so you can just go down there if you wanted to. You go underneath there if you wanted to. Hey, if you guys want me to make more videos, you know, I could do it. But I thought, this is like history, Pac shit. Man. And I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to film this house for like 10 years. Every time I came, you know, my camera would die or it would be raining or someone would be there. Cause yeah, they painted that house, and that house is, I mean, and it's an apartment complex. It's been painted and it was sold probably after 2010. So now you saw the color of it was like gold or something, or brown, some color. It used to be white. right here. So yeah, we're just walking through the neighborhood. So this isn't like a, you know, if you weren't from Oakland, or maybe even if you were from Oakland, you lived in an apartment complex, this would be like the area you might live in. I mean, there's tons of apartment complex, but this isn't like this little strip right here isn't really like a house, not a lot of houses. It's not like a neighborhood type area. Like, you can't really get specific on what this is really. It's by the lake, you know? You can't really call it North Oakland or East Oakland or West Oakland. It's just kind of apartment by the lake. And that's about it. So, you know, other people, there were probably people around here that lived in these buildings, but not like a neighborhood you grow up in, kind of. I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm talking about, but here we are in front of the place. Yeah, it's a nice day today. There's a neighboring house. So he, you know, they probably went all up in them staircases and everything, just all around here. Here's a house right here, kind of. So yeah, it's a cool area. It's kind of like a random area, you know, for Oakland. We got a lot of nice neighborhoods, but this is like near the freeway. But it's not like a bad area though, you know what I'm saying? Like, this would be a decent spot to live in right here if you had to live in Oakland. This isn't like the hood or the ghetto or nothing, but at the same time, it's like, it pops off in Oakland like all the time. So nowhere is really safe, but this isn't like a gang territory or anything like that, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for, you know, just trying to break down the neighborhood that we're in right now. Like, if I was in another part of like West Oakland or East Oakland, I may be like, oh, these neighborhoods or this or that, you feel me? But this is kind of just like a neighborhood with apartments and right near the freeway. So probably a lot of people not from Oakland probably coming in and out of these spots. So there's some shopping carts. I know if I lived there, I'd probably be across the street in a car smoking weed. So I'm always thinking, like, my mind just tells me that Pac was out here smoking weed, like on this over near these bushes. This is where I would go, you feel me? Especially like back then, you're not trying to get caught or nothing. These are like the perfect bushes to like you seen that had a hole in the fence, you could just walk in there and be smoking and the police would probably never bother you. Hella shopping carts out here, man. Where's Bubbles at? Oh yeah, what's up with my Trailer Park Boys fans out there? You'll get that reference. But like this parking, this fire hydrant. This is some OG fire hydrant action. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was posted up on this thing, right? Smoking. All here. So I just want to show this area because they build so much stuff in Oakland. You never know when something's gonna get torn down or what. So there's all types of stuff over there. It's like, if the trash ends up out here, it's like, they might just throw it over there. Like if people who live in the neighborhood or someone, I don't know, I might, if I didn't want to see it. There you go, Oakland, California. Yeah, they got a head back there. Y'all see that? That's a motor. That's a head for a motor. So, ain't shit changed out here. It's still the same town. Old mattress, yeah. Old shoes, yeah. Brake parts. Yeah, it's all out here. It's definitely all out here. So yeah, hopefully that covered it. That's as much as I can really get for not like living in the spot. I'm not trying to have people pissed off, you know. Later fools will love it. They'll love it later, the video, but when you're taping, man, it's like everyone's watching you, you know, and they're like, what are you doing? And I feel it. So that's it. Had to do it one time for Pac. I know I had the beard. So shout out everyone rocking the beard. I'm trying to stay warm. But I'm gonna just chill here for a second. I got these tacos. And I'm about to eat them. So I imagine, you know, it's very possible that Tupac was sitting right here in a car smoking a blunt or drinking a 40. You feel me? I believe that. So I'm gonna get at these tacos. I'm gonna try to just let this camera sit here. And then you can smoke a blunt or something and feel like you was kicking it where Pac was kicking it. Perkins Way right there, and you can walk through that down to Oakland Avenue. And so Oakland Avenue is actually right here, that's pretty Oakland. That's pretty Oakland. So I forgot to mention that about the area, is that Tupac did live right on Oakland Ave. So this is Oakland Ave right here. Oakland Ave in orange. So yeah, where is it at? Oh, it's up here. No, I forget. But it's that's cool how you could just walk through. It's Perkins Way, so I probably drove right by it, but you might be able to rewind it and see it. But I always thought it was pretty cool. So, you know, coming up Oakland Ave, you would just hit this right here. Come on, bruh. I'm doing it for Pac. Yeah. Fool don't want none of this shit. Man, they got all day to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for Pac. You're going on YouTube for that. So yeah, this is the old style Oakland street sign right there. And that's the last one left right there. So I'm gonna have to get myself with it at the same time. But that's it right there. And so, hope you guys like my video. All the people looking at me, I know I'm all up in the way. Guess what though? I did it for Pac. Thug life, baby. And so yeah, this is coming up. Old tires, you feel me? That's where we got off the freeway originally. And then if you keep going up here, keep going up here, this will lead you right back to MacArthur. So here we go, right where we're at, the first block of MacArthur. And so yeah, right that way, that's where Pac was at.